plaintiff, A.J. Cottingham, dated the defendant, but says they had an open relationship and both dated other people on the side. A.J. says she and the defendant eventually dated the same woman at the same time, and she's suing her ex today for spending her tax return money. Defendant Akil Bjorn says when he met AJ, he was going through a divorce, and they hit it off. Akil admits to spending AJ's tax return, but he feels it's a wash because he financed their relationship, including AJ's dates with their shared girlfriend.
Tell me what's happening.
Well, Akil and I met. We did everything together. We worked out together. We dated. We even dated the same female.
When did you all start dating?
We started actually as best friends back in 2009. My ex-crush and his ex-lover introduced us, and we've been good friends since then.
Did y'all all freak together?
No, not with her. Goodness gracious, no.
You all just dated the same person?
It was a different female we met later when we moved to Atlanta.
Right, that's what I'm talking about.
That was later.
Go ahead, man. I didn't ask you when it was. Go ahead.
Okay, so we were friends, and then later on we became roommates. And after being roommates for quite a while.
Did y'all move that woman in?
No.
All right, she just come over from time to time.
You know, we need a little cooking, a little cleaning done. Hey, come over.
Go ahead.
But we were, after a while of just kind of being roommates, we just realized how much we loved each other and decided we were going to be in a relationship, but we weren't quite ready for the regular relationship. So we had an open relationship where he would date who he wanted. I would see who I wanted, but we were number one.
Favorite.
You didn't say that when your wife came. You sat right there. She might not be here today, but I'll make sure she watches. Go ahead.
We were living together for a while and then decided I wanted to get a new change of life, and he wanted to pursue his comedy career. So,
change your life as in what?
As in where we were living, a crazy landlord apartment, and being in the metro area wasn't really working for me. I wanted to own a home. So we moved to Atlanta. And shortly after moving to Atlanta, he met the girl that we were seeing on a dating site. Mm-hmm. I was dating her for a while. And
before or after him?
During.
Okay.
Same time.
Now, you did say that, but you met her before or
Well, he met
after?
her and then introduced us.
You all try to act like you met her coincidentally. You all were together and you went on the internet site to find a woman y'all could freak with. Period. I mean, what's all this?
It wasn't really that hard.
All this nonsense. And then what?
And I ended the relationship.
Because we have to get to the breach of contract.
Right.
Then what?
I ended the relationship with her. He continued with her.
And then you got mad.
No.
What?
Our relationship was going through a lot of extra stuff as well, and him pursuing his career just wasn't working for me. I don't see
So you quit him because he was pursuing his career?
Right.
That was the main purpose for breaking up?
Yes.
No other reason?
Well, when I'm going to the hospital and you're on a date, there's a problem.
A date with the woman who you all had before?
Another woman.
A new one? Mm-hmm. Okay. You didn't have her?
No. I didn't want her.
So that one was just his?
Yes, just his.
Okay. And that upset you? Good enough. All right. Let me hear from you, sir.
We did have the mutual friend. We met. She was kind of going through some things. I was going through a divorce at the time. I would stop by our mutual friend's place and kind of vent about, my separation. A couple months go by. It just kind of worked out where she would move in, where she said, "Hey, you mind if I move in?" I said, "No problem." We hung out all the time. So it was like, why not? We got along. We went on road trips. We went to Canada. That was great. Then again, with the landlady, she was out of her mind. And I was like, "Hey, how about DC?" She said, "Hey, how about Atlanta?" We packed up, moved everything to Atlanta, still in a relationship together, dated separate people. I met the girl, and then she started.
Are you all scared to talk about it? Let me ask you this. You all professional folks?
Yes.
All right. And the reason I'm saying this, I want to make sure you all break it down, because a lot of professional folks I meet outside of the courtroom, and how dare they do that, the people that come on your show? Where do you get those people engaged in all that weird sex and drugs? They're the biggest dope fiends and sex addicts you ever want to meet. And y'all a prime example. I bet you all be looking at them television shows. How dare they do that? Atlanta Housewives, or what is it, Hip Hop Atlanta. Y'all look at them. That's nasty. And here y'all chasing the same woman together and bringing her home. So talk about it as it is. Don't try to talk around it because you're professionals. Breach of contract. How does he owe you for that?
It came down to, there was a previous loan, but it came down to where the taxes were, I've e-filed my taxes into an account that we were using together. And when the taxes came through, my tax preparer had actually told me I would be getting a lesser amount. So when that 1138 actually came through, I thought that it was his return. I didn't know that he had just did his return a few days before, but he thought it was his as well. And he said, well, maybe it's mine. And they just shorted me.
Weeks before.
And he said, well, they had
So he
shorted
spent
me.
your money when he wasn't supposed to,
Right.
of the tax return.
Right. And when we realized it was mine, he said, well, mine should be coming through in a week. And when it comes in, then I'll give you the money back. And I said, no problem. But his never came through.
Okay.
And yes, I know from watching the show, don't
Tax
trust the
return,
tax return.
baby. Wait, no new tax returns.
Don't trust the tax return. I know, but because he had spent it and he wasn't supposed to, and it was going to be a delay, he said he'll pay an even $1,200 back on the taxes. Just
Okay,
out of
we're
good
still
faith.
at $1,050 you're suing about.
Right. He's paid off a certain amount. He's paid off the $200 from the loan that was previous to it, and he's paid off the additional $150.
All right, sir.
Honestly, I don't think it ends up being a wash. There's a point in time where she wasn't even working, where she was in between jobs, and the household bills fell on my shoulders. I was covering electric, I was covering water, I was covering rent. And then when it came to the girl, when I took the girl on a date, I paid. When she took the girl on a date, I still paid.
Have you seen me?
Well, you
Of
had
course
the
you're
most
gonna pay.
fun.
When she went on a date with her without me, I still paid.
Have you seen
So
me?
you didn't even get any fun out of those dates.
I took the girl on a date, I paid. When she took the girl on a date, I still paid.
Have you seen me?
Well, you
Of
had
course
the
you're
most
gonna
fun.
Plaintiff A.J. Cottingham was in an open relationship with the defendant and says they were even dating the same woman at the same time.
Go ahead, sir.
So you count the bills I was costing plus funding her fund, plus she was buying shoes and I was buying the shoes. All that ends up being a wash.
Was that an agreement?
Not really. It was just buy me some shoes. Right. That's what I got.
My point is, all these things you claim should offset the loan that she made to you. Was that the agreement? Was there an agreement that says for all those things you did, you do not have to pay me for the contract we agreed to?
No,
Because you all had a contract regarding the 1138. But unless you can tell me you had a contract for these other things, what you did was a gift. Just being a nice guy.
Now,
She brought you a gift. How many men sit around at night just wishing they had two women? If I could only fantasizing about having two women, all these men. And then she brings you.
I thought because we were friends, it would just be kind of obvious. And she's like, okay, cool. You know what? There was that time I wasn't working. There was that time I was going out and like having fun, and you were just giving me money and it would be cool. I thought that's how she would.
No, unless there was an agreement, sir. You can't just convert them into repayments on a loan that you owe her. So I'm going to grant her judgment. You agree that you owe her. Your only defense is it should be offset by all the things I did for her. That's not a defense because those weren't agreements. All right, have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff, $1,050. And y'all stop all that wild, crazy sex with this strange woman. You probably know anything about her getting off the internet, bringing her home. If you're going to get somebody, go to the club.
I mean, honestly, you paid for my dates.
Yeah,
Just-
out of pocket all the time. I'm not even mad that you over here dating New York undercover now. I'm not.
That's right, gorgeous,
Yes.
right?
No, I'm not even mad about that. You
Of
go
course
ahead.
not,
do
but
what
that's
you
the
gotta do.
value of being with a woman who looks like me. You know that. It's always been, come on, look at me.
I still owe you draws though. I got them right here. If you want them now.
No, you can keep them.
No,
I know
I got-
you need a little
no, you
memory
want-
of
'cause
me.
they're-
It's cool. You can keep
No,
that.
here you go. You can take those belong to you.
Thank you.
You can have
Thank
those
you.
back.
Appreciate it.
All right, there you go. And then I know there's something else that you want. There you
All
go.
right.